So thank you, everyone, for joining. Um, Once again, my name is Franklin, and welcome to Audible Talents Live. With me on this live today is Tokbe Ademola. Tokbe, would you like to introduce yourself a bit?
Yeah, hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on another Audible Talents Live. So amazing to have you guys here with us.
So today we are going to be looking at something even more interesting. You
Mhm.
know, all these all these weeks we have been dealing on different contents about AI
Mhm.
and other stuff, right? So today we're going to be looking at our freelancer fund. So we actually got the inspiration to actually establish a freelancer fund that would help freelancers, especially those in our community, those who are subscribed to our channels. I mean, especially this Audible Talents channel. So we want to give back to society, and the good thing is that it's not just about maybe this year. It's something that we want to keep doing every year. So though the funds that we have right now might look a bit, not really what people would expect, but we are going to be giving this out every year, or even by maybe within the year, right? So, but we want as much people to actually participate in this, because we want to also use this as a medium to also reach out to some of our, because we want to really understand what who people, the people that are following us, want to really know who you are, right? So even if you don't benefit, even if you don't get this 100K that we're going to give out, we're also going to actually give out some things in between the year, come 2025. So many people may be asking, how do we actually participate in this? How do you participate in this? Is very, very simple, right? The way you can participate in this is just to simply click on the form that is attached to this very life. Once you click on the form, fill out the form, and immediately complete the filling out. Immediately complete filling out this form, then you can come back here and leave a comment. So now the process is going to be very, very transparent. Now, when you leave a comment in the comment section, we actually would use a comment picker app to actually pick a random person that we're going to give this fund to. So ensure that you don't miss it. And immediately you leave your comments, then the random picker is going to pick, and we will now announce the winner of this contest. And of course, we'll give out this money
Mhm.
live. So, and to also make this more interesting, we're not giving out 100,000 naira. We are also giving out, we are not just giving out 100,000 naira. So even if you are somebody from India or Kenya or anywhere, we're going to give you the equivalent of that money, right? So let me go over the process again. So if you want to partake in this fund, please just leave a comment here, or maybe click on the form that is attached to this video. Go to the form, the Google form that is attached to it. Go to the Google form, fill out your details, then come back and drop a comment in the comment section. So we're going to pick the winner from the comment section. So once we pick the winner, we're going to cross-check, the winner through the form that we have, because we're going to actually export that to a CSV, and then we're going to check whether you are really a freelancer. So just for you to understand this, we're giving out this fund to people who are freelancers, who are actually freelancing, especially those who are beginning. So, but it doesn't matter whether you're beginning or you have been freelancing for a very long time. We just need a place where we can actually find your portfolio to say that you are a freelancer. So leave a comment in the comment section. Immediately you fill the form so that you will not miss out, because we are going to select the winner from the comment section. I don't know if you're getting this stuff, but do you want to reiterate on this point and maybe give us more details about the fund itself?
Okay, yeah. So just like Franklin said, this is our way. This is Audible Talent's way of giving back. It's to key into the season, and it's the season of giving. And so as a company, we have been doing that. We have all mentorship sessions and giving out many discounts. So still in that line of, yeah, that third line of giving, are bringing.
Okay, so if you want to be a part of this fund, if you want to be a part of this fund, please try as much as you can to click on the form, click on the form,
So
and
then,
click on the form. And once you click on the form, then fill out the form. Immediately you fill out the form, then go back to the comment section and leave a comment just to let us know that you have left a comment. We're giving out 100,000 to the lucky winner. 100,000 to the lucky winner. And we are going to credit you through, if you're in Nigeria, we're going to credit you through a Nigerian bank. And if you are maybe outside Nigeria, you're from Kenya, if you are from China, China, India, anywhere, we're going to credit you through Wise, right? So let me go over the steps again. First of all, we need to be sure that you actually subscribed to our channel. You must be a subscriber to this YouTube channel. Secondly, you must fill the form that is right there on this live video. So after filling the form, you must leave a comment. Now, after leaving the comment, you must also go ahead. I mean, those are just the three processes, right? Make sure that you are following us or you are subscribed to our channel, fill in the form, and leave a comment. These are the three criteria to actually win this 100,000 naira, or it's equivalent in dollars, right? So don't miss out. I think some persons are already commenting. You can see Peter Fagbemi. Yeah, Peter Fagbemi, how are you doing? Thumbs up to you. I really hope and pray that you actually win this. Because you are punctual and the first person. So let me tell you how you are going to win this form. Somebody said there is no form. No, go to so but I don't know if you can paste this for this for them.
yeah.
Maybe somebody Topo is going to paste it on the comment section, right? Topo is going to paste it on the comment section. If you want to win this 100k, if you want to win this 100k, ensure that you are subscribed to our channel, right? White Upper is pulling out this. Ensure that you are subscribed to our channel. Now, if you are subscribed to our channel, ensure that, okay, Peter Fagbemi is filling the form already. So I don't know, John, I don't know why you cannot see the form, but Peter is already filling it. So if you are subscribed to this channel, just do this. Look at the video, just go to the description of this video, that's where the form is. When you get to that place, click on the form, fill it, then come back and leave your comment, just like the way Peter Fagbemi has done and the way John has done. Leave a comment. Then I told you that we are going to get the winner of this live from the comment section. Please do that.
All right. So I'm just going to try and the comment again. Okay. Although we already know that some of you are already seeing it, but just for the purpose of those who are not, I'm going to try and drop it again in the comment section so that we'll all have access to it. Okay.
So if you want to be a part of the 100k, if you want to be the winner of this 100k, ensure that you are following us. Ensure that you are subscribed to this channel. If you want to be a winner of this 100k, ensure that you are subscribed to this channel. Secondly, ensure that you fill out the form. There's a form attached to this video. Ensure that you fill out the form attached to the video. Then also ensure that you come back here and leave your comments. Come back here and leave your comments. Possibly, I might even add that um, you should also leave a like, so that if you cannot analyze the comment, you also analyze the form. So like the video. If you want to get, we are giving out this 100K just to support those people who are actually freelancers and they are working through blood and sweat. But it was not easy for us in back then in 2016, 2017. There was nobody to support us, so there was no support. We were supporting ourselves by ourselves, right? So this freelancer fund is something that we want to run every year. So if you want to be a part of this fund, leave your comments here, fill in the form, and of course, like this video. And I'm sure that you are a subscriber, because we want to give back. Most importantly, we are giving back to community. We are giving back to
Yeah.
community, right? So while we are on this topic, would you like to share some of your back in the days freelancing story? Some
Yeah.
interesting
So
times.
honestly, the way you are just saying it now, Franklin, it just brings to back, it just brings back all those memories. And that's why we are actually doing this fund, because we actually understand where it's really pinching. It's somebody who has been in the same, we have been in the same shoe, and so we understand how it can be, or what you guys might be going through as freelancers, because we have been there. And I know, just starting off, so many of us, especially me, I started off having no clue whatsoever, just like
I
Franklin
know, just
said.
starting off. Yeah, go ahead.
So just like Franklin said, I had no clue whatsoever. We were just doing it. There was no blueprints. There was no those, we're talking about 10, 12, 13 years ago when we started this. There were no training, mentorship programs, nobody supporting, no support system like we are having it right now, where you can just go on YouTube and you are able to find some materials. We were actually just doing things, just wumbling and fumbling. That was just the way we were doing things then. So there were so many situations where we just find ourselves trying to figure out and find our way. And we were just trying things, just testing to see whether one thing will work or another thing will work. And I remember one very interesting one that happened, Franklin. You used to mention some of these companies that um, actually use some Africans to um, put together all these AI things that we are talking about right now. So I think I fell into one of them, into the hands of one of them. It wasn't really AI per se, but something related. The pay was very, very poor. I spent several hours. I mean, I was always burning the midnight oil. I would not sleep. And they were just paying like less than $3 per hour. And it was such a gruesome task. It took all of my energy and everything. And I just told myself that if I, by God's grace, get out of this job, I will never freelance. I will never do freelancing in my life again. That is this what freelancing is about? That was more or less like the first experience, the first set of clients that I had. Because I was a beginner, I didn't know. As I saw it, they said enterprise client. I jumped on it immediately. I said, wow, this is enterprise client. We signed a lot of contracts. I went through a lot of interviews. I said, get, no, this now work.
This is a big earning.
When they just told me that, you'll be working so many hours, you just be paid $3, blah, blah. When the work came, oh boy, I regretted it. Seriously, I
Okay.
regretted it.
Just hold it right there, Tokwe, before you continue. This your story is
Yeah.
very, very interesting. But let me. John said all done. Let me repeat what I said again. So this is the life where we actually give out 100,000 naira. If you're in Nigeria, I'm giving out 100,000 naira. But if you're a foreigner, maybe you're outside Nigeria, you are from Kenya, you're South African, and you want to partake in this fund, please, there are just about 3 or 4 things that you need to do. But firstly, you need to ensure that you are following us, you are subscribed to this channel. That is number one. Number two, please ensure that you actually fill out the form that is attached to this video. One, ensure that you are subscribed to our channel. Two, ensure that you fill out the form that is attached to this video. Then three, ensure that you come back here and comment, because we're going to get the winners of this contest from the comments. You understand? Then give us a like if you want to be double sure about it. Then then you will stand the chance to win. We want to give back to our community, but most importantly, we want to give back to those who are subscribers. So, but this is your story. Continue, please. I'm interested in this story. Yeah.
So it was such a painful period for me, honestly, because even my husband was like, which kind of wahala with this? You said you want to do freelancing, all this trouble and all this problem that is even giving, are you sure you are going to be able to handle it? The children will be asleep and everybody's asleep, I'm still awake. I was always under serious pressure and all that, but somehow I just decided that I was going to weather the storm. So I did it. I went through it. It was a project about around this what's it called? Wikipedia, all those information. When you search, when you put up a search about maybe a celebrity or somebody on Wikipedia, and it brings out all of that information, related information. They bring information out about the families of those people, their career, one thing relating to another. It's a lot of work that we put behind that to be able to just create all the data about one person. So that was what the work was all about. Well, I went through it and I didn't run away. I didn't abandon freelancing. I'm here today. So
Yeah, so this is an amazing story. I think this is why we are giving out this 100,000 naira. We are giving out this 100,000 naira because, I mean, it's supposed to be more than 100,000 naira, guys. Please, don't get it wrong. It's just what we have
yeah.
for now. But we know that with time we're going to be giving out more, because I mean, we should be giving out back. We should be giving back to society. We should be giving back to, because I remember when I started freelancing without a laptop, right? I started freelancing without a laptop. In fact, there was this iPad that I visited one of my sisters the one time, and she now borrowed me, like she gave me one iPad that she was not. I mean, it's not really an iPad. It's like a Samsung tablet, right? That she was not using. When I looked at the tablet, the screen was almost pulling off. And I told her that I want to use it to start making money. Oh. She said that I should take it now, as long as if I make the money that she will benefit from it. I said no problem. If I even make money, I will buy you new one. But today I've not actually bought any one for her. She told me that anyway. So I took that device and I started working with it. Truly, I started working with that device. I didn't have a laptop. I first of all logged into freelancer.com. I was hustling, doing all sort of gigs for $1, $2, $3. Those times,
Hmm.
Indians were just playing with me up and down. There was this Indian man that was using me to do. So, but at the end of the day, I stumbled onto Upwork. Upwork was coming up, and they were receiving funding from investors and all that. So they were revolutionizing the way freelancing was done. So really, I think we came at the right time. So when we keyed in, that was when they were looking for talents. They were even dashing you. They will give you 300 connects
Yeah.
every month. They'll give you 300 connects.
Was it
And
not? Was it not 600? It was 600.
yeah, sorry. Man,
600.
all those times, 600
600.
connects. And then to apply
Yes.
for a job is
Three.
one connect. Was it one connect or even 0 point something connect?
I don't
Zero
even
point
know. It
30
won't even.
connect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Something like that.
that time you would apply, you would have 600 connects. And there was a time I was having 700 connects because it was just rolling over, rolling over,
Rolling.
rolling over. And then they now brought the law that after 1 year, it will not roll over again and stuff like that. So the first job I did on Upwork, it was it was a very, very nice client, but I'd already when I the job was about $38, right? 2016. So I'd already finished the job. It was just a very small research, and the client wanted to engage me more. The client wanted to engage me more and more, you know. So before I continue the story, this is the life where we actually give out 100K. Now we established a freelancer fund. We're actually telling our freelancing story. So we're looking back at those days when we started back at 2016, and we're giving out
Okay.
$100,000 to the very, very lucky person that's actually going to win this. Now, how do you partake in this? Firstly, you have to ensure that you are subscribed to this channel, because we're actually giving this out to those who are subscribed. Now, if you are subscribed to this channel, secondly, go to the description of this video. Go to the description of this video, and then description of this particular video. Okay, John said he has subscribed, filled the form. Great, great. Tokwe has added the form. So go to the description of this video or the comment section, click on the form. Once you subscribe, click on the form and then leave a comment. Leave a comment, just like the way John, Peter, Fagbemi, and Chinedu are doing. Then we'll actually do this. We'll actually kind of get the winner from these comments that you are leaving or from your likes. We're going to analyze that. But then we're going to check whether you are really a freelancer. Don't come and lie to us. We need to see your portfolio. That's why we actually provided the form for you to fill out. And don't joke with the form. The form can also, because when we also get maybe some gigs or some gifts to give out, through those forms you can actually select. Don't forget to actually put what you actually do there. So I believe that this form also has a place where you can put your job. So if there's any rule, anything, we can actually we are trying to make sure that we take our communities along with us as we move on. So fill the form, come back and leave a comment, ensure that you're following us, give us a like, just to continue. So let me continue with the story. So at $38, so I was eager. I've already done the job. I submitted. The client was like, fine, but I didn't know that the client wanted to engage me further, because I did not understand the concept of a long-term relationship. My own was that I was looking at myself as a job man, just like somebody that went to the site to carry block, and you finish carrying block, pay me now. The woman was like delaying. The woman wanted to know the next place to go. I mean, the next channel to take that project to. So I was like eager. And I submit, and I said I've done the job. That time there was no way for you to submit project now. So you just tell the person. Sometimes some clients will look at it as, and then I was not trained. Okay. In fact, when you said it's like there's nowhere to add portfolios. You said there's nowhere to add portfolios. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Is there a
Action
place?
that.
Okay, Tokwe can actually look
Um.
at that and get back to you. So
Okay.
so So after that, I asked the woman for money, and the lady was kind of angry the way I asked. I didn't have any training, so she ended the job. Out of anger, she ended the job and paid me my money. So later on, when my senses now got back and I received the money, I was like, this woman could have engaged me further. And I looked at her history. She had spent some thousands of dollars on Upwork. That was how I lost one of my first repeat clients, because of
Mm.
you know because of the way the platform was, and because of the way where I was coming from. So that $38 then was a big thing to me, and I took the money. I was like, $38. I can't. I withdrew it. That time I was withdrawing straight to my bank. I withdrew it immediately and it landed in my bank. Bam! I say, oh, more, this thing is real. That was when I now decided to put everything I had. I invested my life, invested everything into Upwork. And today is a different story. But now we had it very, very easy, right? Clients were looking for us. The platform was looking for people, because they were actually making money off of us. Then they were trying to build a business. But now it's a different story, because the jobs are even barely enough. So that's why we are giving out this fund, you know. So why we're telling all these stories, that so that you guys will understand where we are coming from and why we are giving out this fund. We're giving out 100K, or it's equivalent in dollars or it's equivalent in dollars. We are giving out 100,000 or it's equivalent in dollars. If you want to be part of this fund, all you just need to do is to ensure that you are subscribed to this channel. One, yes, thank you, Fagbemi. Fagbemi says he can relate. So just ensure that you are subscribed to this channel. Then ensure that you fill out the form. The form is in the comment section. If you cannot get in the comment section, Tope keeps posting it. Tope, thank you so much. So the form is there.
Mhm.
Fill out the form, right? And then once you fill out the form, come back here and comment. Just like Peter, John, who again, Chinedu, as Comment Chinedu said, glad to be part of it. Chinedu, we're glad to have you as part of our community also. We're giving out this fund. And we pray, as long as God keeps us alive, we want to keep, doing this every year to support the community. And I think that
Mhm.
by next year, the amount is going to be different. This is just
Yeah.
the first time. That's why it's the best that we can afford, please. So if you get it and you are the lucky winner, just manage it the way it is. Next year, we're going to give out to multiple people. But I think next year, what we're going to do next year is that we're going to now, take from the list, this list we are building now. We're going to take from this list, that list we're building, and actually, compare with the level of, engagement, and then give back. That's what we want to do every year. So that's what we call it freelancer fund. But if you are seeing this video, because we don't know where our helpers will come from. So if you are seeing this video, for instance, and you want to support this fund, maybe you think that 100K is something, and you want to support this fund, you can actually reach out to us at Audible Talents, and we would actually increase the money and give it to any other person, we'll actually increase the number of people who actually benefit from it. So, Toba, this question is for you. At what point, what was your, okay, I've already told us how you almost quit freelancing. Was there any other time that you thought that probably, this thing is not for me? Let me just give it up. Let me just give it up. Has there been any other
So
time like that?
yes, let's just be honest here. This is full transparency.
Mhm.
There has always been several times. It's not one. In fact, I can't count the number of times that I'll say, "Oh boy, I want to get out of this." In fact, I can't just take this anymore. I can't just bear it anymore. And one of those occasions is, I don't know in other African countries or where you are watching us from, how it is. But frankly, remember those times when the policies in Nigeria,
Yeah,
whether it's CBN policy or there's one government policy or the other, you've done all the work, you've crossed all those hurdles of getting your job done. The
yeah,
client has paid you. Now
yeah,
you are struggling to get that money into your
yeah,
pockets.
yeah,
Very, very
yeah,
frustrating.
yeah,
Several times like that. You are juggling between, you are actually permutating different accounts.
yeah.
You will say, okay, I will take it from Upwork to Payona. From Payona, I will transfer it to Greco. From
Mm.
Greco, I will do something else to, doing all of those permutations and combinations. Very, very frustrating. So there are times where
So,
I'll just wake up and say, is this worth it? Mm.
mm. I just want to put this out there, because what I just want to be doing is that I just want to be updating this information, because some people will
Sure.
just come into this life, you understand, but they will not understand what we are doing. So I just want to always update it, because we want as much people to join the fund as possible, right? So that we know that we're actually giving it to somebody who deserves it, right? Somebody who
Mhm.
actually deserves the fund. So if you are joining us for the first time, please know that this is the live video where we talked about giving out 100,000 naira to one person, one person, right? But in the coming years, in the coming maybe months or so, we might want to do this again. So, but we cannot actually give out to people if we don't know them, right? So that's why we say, if you are subscribed to our channel, firstly, before you can get access to these funds, you have to be subscribed to our channel. Then fill out the form. Fill out the form that is in the comment section. If you go to the comment area, you'll find the form. Fill out the form, and then Go to the form, just fill it out, come back here, right? And then leave a comment for us that you have actually filled it. If you want to be part of this fund, just come here, like and comment, right? Like and comment so that you can be part of this fund. Okay. And then if you are not Nigerian, probably you are Kenyan, or you are, you are from any other part
Rwandan.
of any other place, Rwandan or anything. So if even if you are Rwandan, we are going to give you the equivalent of that money in dollars. The equivalent of that money in dollars if you qualify. Okay. So yeah, Tope, please continue with the story. Thank you.
So that's like I was saying, the payment
Mm.
issue was quite frustrating,
Yeah.
and it's something that it's always like, and I think what makes it more frustrating is sometimes the policies are relaxed, another government comes in, they restrict it again. And so
Yes.
there's always going to be, you don't even know. Even these various payment platforms, they keep changing their policies based on the government policies as well. So
Yes.
that really made it a very, you know, you would always think that every time there's always this headache around freelancing or one policy will just pop up. And then Upwork too. Oh God, was it last year or this year? I don't know how many policies, I don't know how many changes that came into Upwork. There was the 30 something connects that we were submitting. Some was going as high as 50 something connects. And then we started what's it called? Boosting profiles, boosting portfolios, boosting project catalogs, a lot of changes, just popping up. And a lot of people, when I went to LinkedIn and I was following up those things, somebody would just say, Upwork, is this a joke? It now became a cliche that Upwork, I just saw this. Is it a joke? Upwork will say, no, it's not a joke. Oh. That is just what we have rolled out. Upwork just kept on rolling out different things and all that. So I know for a lot of freelancers, it might be difficult understanding the Upwork platform or the ecosystem. There are so many things going on. If you are not constant, if you are not consistent, if you are just the kind of person that you will come and then you go, before you come back, as in before you bat your eye, Upwork has released so many other changes into the platform. So all of those things happened, and was making me think, about it, that whether is this freelancing really for me or not. But I'm still here, Sha. I'm
Yes.
still here.
So for me, there were a lot of transition, a lot of issues. So remember when COVID came. When COVID came. Now, I want
Yeah.
to go through. I think there was this lady. There was this lady that talked about how freelancing has been able to sustain us, through
Mm-hmm.
the life, through the changes, that this world has gone through, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, one of the biggest changes is COVID. So at COVID, at some point, I thought that COVID would be the end of freelancing, because people were talking. What do we do? Jobs are going to go down because companies are closing, companies are shutting down, and then trust the Comprado bourgeois merchants. Those guys, they did not sleep. They said, no, we have to open our companies. We need to make our companies work. And then they started hiring freelancers because freelancers were they already gone remote. That was the spike. Like that
Mm.
was the spike. That was where the story changed for me. I don't know about any other person. Just like the story of the story of the Gulf countries and Dubai. When the US was in war during the Gulf War, they were in war with Kuwait. And then when they were in war with Kuwait, countries like UAE, they were selling crude oil. That was how they built Dubai, because they used all the proceeds from that
Mm.
war. Kuwait, that was one of the largest producers of oil, they were not producing, so their quota from OPEC increased. That was what happened in freelancing. So you see the revenue started spiking, because then companies were not ready. They were not in the room. They were not even ready for remote work. But we were already in the remote space, thriving, right? So they had to come to us and said, I know lie you that time, work wanted to kill me at some point because right, yeah. So I don't want to sound morbid, but the job was strangulating. Like there were so many jobs. So that was the first time that uh, um, freelancing changed. Like freelancing remained constant even when the world was changing. So I see the same thing during this AI revolution, right? I see the same thing during this AI transition. So even though that a lot of people think that maybe a lot of things are going to change, that AI is the death of freelancing. It might not be true because things are changing. So the way people are working is changing. The way the talents that clients are looking for is changing, right? So people talents are looking for people who can actually work with AI now, right? So
Mhm.
times times and freelancing has remained constant. If you ask me, it has stayed the same, though it has evolved through different epochs, right? So if you're joining us in this life, this is a life where we're actually giving out 100,000 100,000 naira, right? And we're also giving out is equivalent to anybody who is not Nigerian. And we're going to send that money through an international sending platform. So if you are joining us for the first time, please click on the link that you see in the comment section. There's a form there. Fill out the form. And when you fill out the form, come back here, leave a comment or give us a like. But before you can benefit from this fund, you must be subscribed to this channel because we're actually giving out this fund to our channel subscribers, right? So here in this channel, this is what we talk about freelancing, and we're telling our story of how we moved from nothing to something, right? So now, Tokwe, you are almost an expert vetted on Upwork. On Upwork. It's just one
Yeah, so
badge left for you now. So how are you able to actually pass through the rising talent, the I've even forgotten all those badges. So
rising
what do you call it?
talent,
Rising
top
talents,
rated,
top rated plus. How are you able
plus,
to
and then
get here? And have you been able to stay on top? Can you give us in summary, can you summarize all these things in like maybe give us three nuggets or four nuggets that freelancers can stay by.
okay. So because it's quite a lot. So to summarize it, Rising Talent badge, okay, is the first one you get as soon as you join Upwork. Well, the way it was then, it has changed a little bit now. And I think it's for the better, if you ask me, because all you need to do is to be active. That's after you have signed up on Upwork, remain active. Even if you haven't gotten a job yet, just make sure you are consistent. It's like any other social media platform. They want to ensure that you are consistent and you remain on the platform you are using it. Once you are doing that, you will get your Rising Talent badge. What that does for you is that clients can easily identify you as a badged freelancer. And those who are just maybe employers who are coming in and they are on a budget, they usually eye rising talents. Okay, you are usually in the market for businesses that are just coming up because they are on a budget and they just want freelancers that can handle something for them, even though they don't want to pay that much. So that's how you get your Rising Talent badge. Then this, depending on which niche you are. For example, I was in the virtual assistant niche, and I think Franklin, for you too, it was the same. You need to hit $10,000. You earn $10,000 in 1 month, 1 year. Over the period of 1 year, you earn $10,000 and you keep that, you maintain that over that period of time. Once you do that, you become eligible for the top rated badge. In some other niches, I think if I remember correctly, maybe content writing, it's $5,000. Some others are 15,000, 20,000. So you really need to look at which one is for you. And then when you go to your statistics area in Upwork, where you can check your stats, you see Upwork is always guiding you on your
Yeah.
requirements. Yeah. So you'll be able to know, what do I need to do next to be eligible for whatever badge. Okay. And then the top rated plus, really, I've even forgotten what the requirements for that one is. But over time, when you are consistent and you keep your customers happy, your clients rather, you keep them happy over a long period of time, the feedback that you are getting is consistent over a long period of time. It shows Upwork that you are able to maintain your relationship with a client without any negative feedback. So once you are able to do that, you will get your top rated plus badge. And that's where Franklin and I, that's where we are currently. And then the final stage is the expert vetted. What Upwork is even doing with that one, I don't know yet. Frankly, maybe you have the understanding around the expert vetted badge now, because they keep changing their policies.
Yeah, so for expert vetted, Upwork actually reaches out to you. You know, it's like they want to keep that expert vetted, the community. I mean, the talents. They don't want to keep it very small. So once there's an opening, Upwork will reach out to some freelancers who have already made it to top rated plus, and
Mhm.
they will vet them. They will actually vet them. So usually, I think Upwork sends out a scout to do that. Upwork would, I think, to a point, Upwork would actually send somebody to maybe hire you, check the way you do your job and stuff like that. So they will test all those process. They will actually vet you from beginning to the end. So it's like a secret um, agent something. So even though that time that they said, so even that time that they said that if you want to become expert vetted, just pay. That is not true. Because I didn't even attempt that because I knew that
Okay.
there was something. I've worked with some expert vetted on Upwork, so I know that it's a closed knit something. Like it's not something that is open. They don't even let you know the process to actually get into that place. So before you get there, if you find yourself there, you must have gone through some verifications and all that. So the process of actually getting there is still hidden. But you know that Upwork has actually left out. Upwork has opened some secrets recently. So for instance, you know that how to calculate your job score was more like a mystery. But now, if you go to your job success area, you will find out that Upwork has actually left all those secrets open for you
Open.
to
Yeah.
actually go and see. So, and there are some changes. Upwork recently also removed RSS. Now, if you are with your Upwork account right now, just go to the find work area. I saw that update this morning. You can actually click on there's a green thing there that gives you alert. So once you click on it, Upwork will send you 30 updates of jobs every month. They'll send you 30 updates once you allow it like a notification. So when there's a new job updates, of a job that's really, really in your category, and that you are suitable for, Upwork will send you a kind of update, for you to follow.
Notification.
So if you're in this life, if you're joining us right now, this is a life where we give out 100,000 naira. 100,000 naira, or it's equivalent in dollars. So whether you are from Kenya, you are from Nigeria, you are from anywhere, all you just need to do is to go to the comment section or the description of this video, click on the link, fill out the form, come back, leave a comment for us, and we are going to select the winner of this fund from the comments. So don't forget to leave a comment and leave a like, and ensure that you are subscribed to this channel. So that being said, you can see the different changes happening. You see that also Upwork has also um, Upwork now has OMA. Now, my question is that why would Upwork actually make OMA subscribable? Like you need to subscribe to OMA to get So
Yeah.
but I don't think that is a very wise business, business practice, given that we already have very huge competitors like OpenAI, Perplexity AI. So Oma is like a child compared to these LLMs. So Oma is like, it's just like when you bring a 5-year-old child, and you're also talking about an 18 years old child. So two of them, they don't have the same capacity. I mean, for the smaller one, they have not even developed their prefrontal cortex, and then you're asking us to subscribe to it. So I think Upwork is going to lose a lot of money with that innovation, because they would have done something better with their fund. I mean, there's no need to compete in that. So what can Oma do? What can Oma do? Oma cannot really do much. So I tried Oma this morning. I said, okay, Oma, I want you to actually kind of go through the find work area, and get me some of the jobs that I'm actually suitable for. I mean, that I actually qualify for, given that you already know some things about my overview and stuff. Guess the reply. Guess the reply. He said, um, "I'm sorry, I don't have access to any database." So what? So Upwork built you, and they didn't give you access to any database. So what are you doing? What are you doing here? But there was one interesting thing that he could do, though. One interesting thing that Omar could do. Omar could actually went through my profile overview and rewrote the profile overview for me. So I asked it to actually look at the profile view, identify the overview, identify some of the problems in the overview, and try to reshape it. So it identified the problems and then wrote an overview for me. But though I like my previous overview than this one. So that's to tell you that there's a lot of work. There's still a lot of work
To be done.
to do, with Uma. But it's a good one. But I think Upwork should do something, and there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Just do something innovative, because most freelancers are not going to abandon other platforms and then come use Oma and get subscribed here. So even though you know that Oma has a lot of things to learn, right? So I think this is the point where we have to introduce what we are here for again. So we can say that multiple times, as long as um, people are going to get it. So Tope, what's the update on? I guess some persons are already subscribing.
Yes, we
Um,
are already getting some subscriptions. Some people are already submitting their forms. So just keep it coming. I'm looking at it now and I can see some responses. We can also see comments already in the chat area. So we're encouraging you, just leave your comments, go into the form, drop all your details, and you will be eligible, to take a shot at this 100K or its equivalent for those who are not in Nigeria. So this is the Audible Talents annual freelancer fund that we are doing today. We are giving back to our community, our YouTube subscribers, and this is just an opportunity for you to be a part of it. Franklin will tell us what the process is again. It's a very, very transparent process. The winner will be selected and the winner will be announced. So very, very transparent process that we are doing. And so, yeah, so just get into the form and drop. Yes, I've seen another registration done now. So just keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming.
so guys, this is very important. It's very important to know this. Please, we are giving this out to those who are subscribed to our channel. So it's very important. It's very important because you're going to show your right. There's this place where you put your screenshot, right, to show your
Yeah.
subscription, and so ensure that you're subscribed to this channel, and ensure that you are a freelancer. If you want to actually give it out to somebody who is freelancing, because it's not easy. I mean, 100K. But if you win this 100K, for instance, now maybe you are eligible to win this 100K. What would you be doing with this 100K as a freelancer?
Plenty. Oh, Christmas is coming now. I'm going to, even if it's this hair that I went to flirt alone, it will do something.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, I'm going to take my family out for,
Mhm.
Christmas bash.
Christmas, yeah.
It's going to do something, some, even as we are talking about this AI thing, disruption. Let me call it a disruption because Franklin, you talked about it. It's
Mm,
possible that because I experienced it. It's possible that
mm,
some freelancers watching us now, you don't even have to be on Upwork or Fiverr. You might be on you might be a non-platform freelancer. Okay, so with this disruption that has happened again, it's possible that you started identifying some form of a low amount of jobs coming in. So this fund is just a way to support you. In our freelancing terminology, we call it dry spell. There are some situations where you have so many clients, so many jobs, and then there are some seasons. Sometimes freelancing can be seasonal, where there is no job coming in at all. So this
mhm.
kind of fund can just help you, sustain you during that period of time when you are still trying to find your feet. So that's really what we are trying to do here. That's the kind of help that we are trying to render. And when frankly you were talking about, let me just talk about Oma. I think Oma, I've tried using it. Even the other one you talked about, the RSS that has been replaced. Guys, there's a clause before you jump into using that dropping your 30 connects for Upwork to be giving you notifications. Make sure you submit proposals, because that's everything is AI now. AI will need to learn the kind of proposals you are submitting. Because what some people did was that they clicked on that green button, Upwork took their 30 connects, and they were not getting any notification at all. No notification. And that's because you have not submitted any proposals. So that thing is based on the proposals you have submitted. That's what is going to inform it to be giving you notifications on other types of jobs, just like the proposals you have submitted. So please make sure you submit lots of proposals before you now click on that so that you can get it. Now, talking about Oma, I think Oma is still in the beta stage, if I'm not mistaken. There are several times you will even submit a job that it should help you write a proposal for it. You will just say, sorry, uh, it's not available, several times it will not be available and all that. So I think it's still at that stage where they are still trying to work on it and all that. It's not really 100%. It's not really perfect, if you ask me. But I want us to even move away from platforms, frankly. Let's talk about freelancing off platform. Maybe you're on LinkedIn, you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, on Facebook. Yeah, we have freelancers that are getting clients there. Frankly, what has your experience been as a freelancer off platform now? Not Upwork, not Fiverr, or all of those.
Yeah, so off-platform off-platform freelancing is also interesting, though I've been having a kind of like I've not really been following through with some of my clients I have. Okay, yeah, recently I actually did some follow-up. I have some clients that I've actually worked with off platform, but quite frankly, I've not really gotten any tax from them except for one person, one of my clients, right? So the thing is, the thing is, the on platform is still very how would I call it now? It's still very, you know, kind of, it contributes a lot to my career right now because of the kind of work that I do. So most of the times when people come for market research, they actually market research, people will not come to you, especially except if they need it, right? So it's not something like maybe a social media marketer or that almost everybody actually needs. So some persons only need market research when they want to start a business, when they want to expand their total addressable market, or when they want to for companies that are already existing where they want to go into new markets, right? So that's why it's a very different niche. So, but what I try to do as much as possible is that what I'm doing right now, and I encourage so many freelancers to do that, is at some point in your career, you need to be able to move some of your clients. I mean, not really. Let me not use the word move so that it will not go against Upwork's terms and condition. What I mean is that establish relationship with your clients outside the platform, right? Outside the platform. So if you meet a client on Upwork, try to know the clients elsewhere, so that you can build a relationship. You can leave a comment on their LinkedIn, you can follow them on other places. I've used this strategy a lot. And most of the times, I would tell you that the clients that I've worked with long term, long enough,
Mhm.
excuse me, those clients I've worked long enough are those clients that I knew from Upwork and I was able to relate to them outside the platform. So once you start
Mm.
that relationship outside the platform, so even for some of them, I still work with them on the platform. So they still come and they still give jobs on the platform. But because of the fact that they see me, they see my comments, they see so I'm always at the top of their minds. So, Upwork is not a social, that's what I'm actually looking towards. I thought that Upwork would actually adopt a kind of social, I don't know how that is going to feel, but a kind of social
Yeah,
platform
interaction.
where there's an
Mhm.
interaction between clients and workers. So, for instance, if you're a client and you have worked with a lot of freelancers before, you can actually leave a social, something, about work, and clients can actually, watch. Other freelancers can actually listen in or even leave a comment there. So that way, you can build relationships. So that because that is lacking on Upwork, you need to do that somewhere. So there's some people will tell you that, okay, why don't you just sometimes leave a message for your clients, check up on them? Yeah, that is also true. I've also gotten repeat projects from that. Leave a message, always leave a message for your clients. Now that it's Christmas, for instance, you can select those clients that are Christians. Don't send Merry Christmas to Muslims or Islams, or those who are Muslims, or those who are actually practicing Islam, or maybe somebody or a Jewish person. Don't send Christmas to them. Know your clients. If they are Christians, for instance, send them a Merry Christmas. So, and also know that it's not just Christmas that is being celebrated. There are so many other celebrations that are big. Like this. There's one that is celebrated in Asia. If I remember the name, I'll say it. So, you think about those celebrations and look at clients that are actually into those kind of big celebrations, and remember to actually reach out to them. So if you are joining us for the first time on this live, this is what we are doing. This is the live where we actually give out um, we're giving out 100,000 naira. So if you are joining us for the first time, if you want to be part of this, what you just need to do is to ensure that you are subscribed to our channel. Secondly, ensure that you fill out the form that is attached to this video, and or go to the comment section. You find the form. Topper has posted it up to 2 or 3 times. Click on the form and fill out the form. Then come back here and leave your comment. So, but is this comment section closed? I don't think people
No,
can actually leave their comments. Can you
they
can you leave
can.
a
They
comment?
can actually. Yes,
Mhm.
they can leave a comment. I can see Peter Fagbemi. He has actually been commenting.
Mm,
Peter, you are doing a very great job. He was really interested in this
mm,
non-platform discussion that we are even having,
mm,
talking about LinkedIn. So yes, you can leave a comment. The only thing I don't know, Franklin, is if this comment section will still be open by the time we finish this live,
yeah.
so I'm really hoping that it will still be open, but you can just do that. Just leave a comment in the comment section. We are getting it. So yeah, just keep it coming. Yes, yeah, it's open. It's open. I can see people, dropping in their comments there. So it's really open. So let me just talk about my own experience non-platform. And I think just like Franklin said, it's kind of connected. That's what my experience has been like. For example, I just closed a client yesterday. And even though the conversation started on Upwork, it ended on LinkedIn. And what I mean is the client, after he had looked at my portfolio, he interviewed me, the line of work that I do, HR, project management, it just requires intensive interviews and proposal writing and so many things. So even after we had completed that on Upwork, the client still went to my LinkedIn to check, to look me up. So this is not the only client that has hired me based on my LinkedIn profile. So even though a client doesn't directly come on LinkedIn to hire you, conversations can start off platform like Fiverr, Upwork, what's the other one? Something per hour, people per hour, all of these other platforms that we have, it can start from there. But LinkedIn has also become a force to reckon with, because it is somewhere they know that over time you have built your reputation on that platform. So whether it's good, bad, or ugly, you have a reputation on LinkedIn. And it was during COVID I became intentional about my LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn used to be the least visited social media platform for me. It used to be the least. But during COVID, I changed that and I became very intentional about it. I optimized my portfolio. And the client told me, he said, after he had gone through my Upwork and everything, he went to my LinkedIn. And that was where he just felt, oh, this person, I can work with this person. So yesterday, we just closed the deal. So honestly, and we've heard of a lot of people who say that, they get jobs on LinkedIn as well. But I think, frankly, one of the drawbacks is when that makes platforms like Upwork have an edge, is they already have the payment process, the payment aspects, is taken care of. Because on somewhere like LinkedIn, you have this client, you guys have talked, yes, this is how we are going to do it. There's always this underlining who is going to trust, underlining trust issue. The freelancer will be like, am I going to do the job before the client pays me? The client will be like, am I going to pay money before the freelancer does the job? That's what platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, that's what the headache it takes away. And so I'm also looking forward to a time where LinkedIn will be, we'll be able to create that kind of, bring in that kind of service. I don't know what your thoughts are about that, frankly, but I see that lacking and a lot of businesses failing on LinkedIn and non-platform places.
Yes. So I think that there are some platforms that are solving this problem of payment. So for instance, even Payoneer and some other platforms. There are some platforms that would actually help you send invoice. So when you send invoice to your client, you understand,
Mm.
and the client would actually recognize the invoice and stuff. But then there's also um, the opportunity of utilizing contracts. So most companies, that's why it's very good to actually work with companies that have integrity, because if I go into contracts with you, if you ask me to do any project, the first thing I would do is to whip up a contract. So when I whip up that contract, the thing is, you sign it, I'll sign, right? So we keep our copies, okay? So remember, I did a project with an Egyptian ministry, right? And everything was done online. They got across to me on LinkedIn, and the government of the Egyptian government, or rather their representatives, they sent a signed copy from their president and stuff, because it was a ministry, and I had to sign. I signed, everyone signed, right? So I was not scared because I was dealing with a government. If they
Yeah.
didn't pay, what I would just do is just go through the right channels, or publish. I could even publish the contract if I wanted, and it's a bad name And it's like giving a bad name to the government. So I think if you're actually working with people that have integrity, if you're working with companies that have integrity, they should be able to honor the contract. And once they honor the contract, then you can actually send them an invoice and they will pay after the job. So one thing I would advise, instead of even talking about platforms that do that, I would advise that you should look out for companies that have integrity when you want to work with, companies. Not every company you'd actually jump on a contract with. Some of them they wouldn't pay you and nothing is going to happen. You could drag them from now to tomorrow. Even when you publish their name, it's publicity for them because first of all, they don't have publicity. You understand? So you have to just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the best companies to actually work with when you are working
Mm.
off platform. But if you cannot, the advice is that you should actually maybe use a direct contract on Upwork, or maybe use a platform that can actually act as an escrow where money can be kept and then you can be paid, right
Mm-hmm.
after you finish your contract. And then you are sure of it as well, because that's the most important thing. So if you are joining us on this live for the first time, this is the live video where we actually give out 100,000 naira giveaway, and we're actually doing this the other way around because we're also giving out the equivalent of that 100,000 naira. So we're giving out to anyone who is actually subscribed to this channel, and anyone who has actually filled out the form that we have attached and also left on the comment section. So as long as you have done these two things and you have come back to actually leave a comment, then you are eligible. And we're going to make this announcement. So when are we going to announce this?
Yeah, so because it's going to be 2024 affair, we are going to be announcing the winner by the 31st. Okay, so
Yes.
by the 31st, we are going to know who the winner is. And Franklin,
Mhm.
please just tell us again, it's a transparent process, but please just tell us again how the winner will be selected.
So it's very simple. What we're going to do is that once you leave a comment, the comments and the likes are going to be analyzed. So if you watch through the if you look at the forms, you'll find out that we've actually looked at I've actually included a way for you to get verified. So once we find out and we verify that you are a freelancer, whether on platform or off platform, all we need to see is your portfolio. Then we can come back here. We use comment picker. Comment picker is a random comments, analyzer online. So we use that to analyze the comments here. So I guess that's why someone like Peter Fagbemi is commenting a lot of times, because it's also a strategy. You could when it's random, when it's random, you can actually be picked, when it's random. So comment picker would actually pick any random comments here, and because we will not have any control, we're actually going to video that, so that we're actually going to record the analysis so that you see the way it's done. So once the comment picker picks you first, if the comment picker picks you from this comment, we'll go back to the sheet. Now, when we go back to the sheet, we'll look at all the data that you have submitted to verify whether you are a freelancer, whether you are working, and all that. If you are, then we'll announce you. If you're not, we'll go back to the comment picker to analyze again to pick another person, right? So yeah, I can see Peter. Peter is saying, I don't want to miss this as first person. Yes, Peter. So we just really hope that you win this. So if you want to win
Yes, we
this,
do.
please ensure that you leave a subscribe if you have not subscribed. Um, Go to the form, fill it out, come back, leave your comment, or actually leave a like. Not all, you have to do both. Leave a comment, leave a like. That's the way we can actually do this transparently. So
Mhm.
I think that my portfolio, do I use my Upwork portfolio or my why not? If you have plenty, put anyone. Like if you have Upwork, put Upwork. If you have what they call it, general portfolio, put the one that is stronger, put it. That will give you the higher chance to win, right? So we're going to publish the winner on the 31st of December. Hmm. On 31st of December, so that by New Year, is it
Yes,
by
sir.
New Year? We'll send the person the money on the 31st now, so that the person can. But if it's a foreigner, if it's a, but I cannot see if I've not seen a foreigner here. I've not seen a foreigner here so far. All
We
we have
just
here is
don't know what
Nigerians.
we don't know what will
Yes,
happen after now.
yes, yes. So what we see
So
mostly
we'll
here are
see.
Nigerians. But this video is going to continue. When we end this live, this video is going to continue. So it means that more people are going to see it and they will leave a comment. So we don't want to actually make it too long. Tope, what do you think? Right
Yeah.
now, I think we should actually come to an end. We have spent 70 minutes, and that's more than an hour. That's 1 hour. That's about 1 hour 10 minutes, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we're going to close this, and we want to thank you for coming up. We want to thank Peter Fagbemi. We want to thank Chinedu Iroanya. We want to thank one other person. There's one other guy that left a comment here. We want to
Oguniran
thank
John.
Oguniran John. Yes. So thank you guys for being part of this, and we hope that one of you wins. We hope that one of you wins, and of course, I think one of you are going to win. So, and but I don't know if you have any other.
Yeah, this has truly been amazing. Ladies, where are you at? Oh, these are guys that are leaving comments here. Ladies, I
Mhm.
want you to show up. Don't just leave me hanging like this. Wherever you
The
guys are, you
guys,
know now. You
the guys,
know.
the guys are going. The guys are going to win it. So I can put my chest in it that
I know the
guys are going to
girls
win
are
it.
preparing. I know the girls are prepping. Girls, make una no fall my
Uh,
hand. So So I really, really want to appreciate everybody. Honestly, this has
mm,
truly been a very, interesting conversation. Going through how a memory lane, remembering how it all started, how it's been, how it's going. It's really nice, and most importantly, to be able to connect with you, our community. Honestly, that's why we started this live. We want to be able to hear from you guys, connect with you guys, know what you are going through, and see how we can actually do this. So, yeah, Chinedu, you really need it. Don't worry, don't worry. Just keep it up. We know that somebody definitely who needs this and who deserves this is going to be the one to win it. So, I want to thank everybody. Wishing you a Merry Christmas in advance. Wishing you guys an enjoyable time as you spend it with your family and with your loved ones. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right,
yes.
Franklin.
So I think this is where we draw the curtain, and wishing you, Fagbemi, wishing you Merry Christmas. And is the right time to say Merry Christmas, because we'll not be live again
Mhm.
until next year. All right. So, but we're going to publish the winner. We're going to send the
Yeah.
winner an email and then publish the winner, just like we have promised. And we're going to ask for your account number to send you the money. So we want to say thank you again and have a wonderful day, because this is still afternoon. So have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.